welcome to a good morning engagement practice. This practice is going to be pretty much just for turning on some major muscle groups through and stabilizers through the hips and the core and finding a little bit of freedom for the day. This is a great one to do before you go on a walk or on a run or just even starting the day to make sure that you have all the support that you need in your joints and your core. So if you have a yoga block, go ahead and grab your yoga block and lie onto your back. So as you come to lying on your back, just give yourself a moment. Let out a couple of wiggles and shakes and really feel the floor here. Feel the back of your body and find some nice deep breath. Notice where you might be tense, where it might feel tight, or maybe a little uncomfortable. Feel both of your feet, your pelvis, your shoulders, your head. And take 3 deep breaths, deep cleansing breaths all the way through your whole body. As you breathe like that, it might tell you some movement that you can make to become a little bit more balanced in your body. Just start to tune in and become sensitive. And then with your next exhale, gently bring your hands to your right knee. We aren't going for a full hug in here, just hands about arm's length away, holding your knee. A couple more deep breaths. And then slow motion, already calling on some muscular support. Put your foot on the floor, feel it land there. And then with your next exhale, grab your other leg. About arm's length away. Even if you can bring it in farther, keep it a little out there. And then slowly put your foot on the floor. Notice how just after that, after a couple of deep breaths, and one time with each leg, things feel a little different already. Then go ahead and bring one knee and then the other knee. Inhale, arm's length away. Exhale, gently draw your knees in towards your chest. Inhale, arm's length away. And exhale, gently draw in. Do that a few times, just starting to feel that motion. And then start to turn it into a circle so the legs separate, the knees and the feet separate and circle all the way through. So exhale, legs draw in and then open, forward, together. Exhale and inhale. Couple more times. Let this start to turn on some life in your hips. Just really feel what's going on here. And then reverse direction. Don't worry about making your breath too precise. Just inhale for about half the circle, exhale for about half the circle. And then slowly take both feet to the floor about as wide as your mat. Arms can go out to the side, nice deep breath. Sway the legs one way, head turns the other way. Make sure that this isn't hurting through the knees, the neck, the back. Pretty much everything feeling like it's just waking up. You should feel some nice activation and stretchiness down your thigh. Continue breathing deeply, setting the tone for your day, and then slowly switch sides. Again, no pain in the knees. Breathe deep. And then slowly bring yourself back to center. Go ahead and shimmy your feet all the way together and cross your right ankle over your left knee. Roll the foot out a little bit, open it and close the toes. This might already feel like there's a lot going on through the right leg. If it does, stay here. If anything hurts, don't push it any further. Maybe go ahead and lift your left leg up towards your chest and hold it with your hands for a couple more deep breaths. Make sure there's no sensation in the knees, no strain in your back. We're just getting those hips opened up a little to clear some of the way for your abs to do their job. Speaking of abs, turn your abs on before you put your feet down. And then we'll do the other side. Give yourself a moment, roll the foot out a little bit. And then you can either stay there and just feel and settle, or go ahead and draw your leg up and reach through that hole in the legs and hold your hand or your hands behind your thigh. As you breathe deeply here, really try to bring your breath all the way down into your sacrum, into your hips. And then with your ab support, slowly return your feet back to the floor. Okay. So now we're going to do some pelvic tilts. Tendency is to try to push with the legs to do this, but really try to isolate it to your core. So it's your low back and your abdominals. As you inhale, arch your back. As you exhale, use your exhale to help squeeze your abs. Strong breath out, flatten your back. I'm just going to lift my arms up so that you can see. Inhale, arch your back. Exhale, strong breath out, flatten your back. We'll do this a few more. Inhale to arch. Exhale, use your exhale to squeeze those abs down. Finding some core engagement, almost like you're coughing or laughing. If you want to know if you actually are working those muscles, let out a little cough or a laugh and see if it tightens down more. Eventually you want to get it so that you can use your exhales to engage all of that same stuff. So let's do two more. Inhale to create the little arch. Exhale, squeeze your abs and flatten down. The next time you come to your flat back, keep it and really commit to it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those abs. Lift one foot up. Now try to not let the body lurch. Squeeze your abs, stabilize. Lift your other foot up too. Tendency at this point is to really shift out of it, but keep that flat back. If that's really challenging, if you did feel a big shift there, just sit on your hands to help support the position of your pelvis so that your abs get a chance. And then we'll stay here for several breaths. Wrapping the abs down even as you inhale. Again, every time you exhale, let that help remind your abs to do their job. If your low back is getting tight here, slowly come out of the pose and give yourself a little rest and then start over. Keep your belly button drawing towards the floor even as you inhale. And we're going to add on. With your next inhale, gently touch one foot to the floor and exhale, pull it back up. Inhale, touch the other foot to the floor. Exhale, pull it back up. Again, we're going for stability here. We want to be able to hold the middle still, hold your pelvis still, even as your legs move. Do a few with each side. Not to the point of strain, just so that you can feel things wake up. And if everything's feeling good, either hold it there or do both legs same time. Again, you want to stabilize through most of the rest of your body, right? So if you can keep your ribs and your hips connected, then your head and shoulders shouldn't be moving a whole lot here either. And then slowly take both feet to the floor. You should still have that flat back at this point, so your pubic bone points up towards the ceiling a little bit. With your next inhale, slowly come back to the neutral pelvis. Okay? And I should have mentioned, have your block handy. You need your block for your hands now. Go ahead and hold your hands up to the ceiling. The block is going to be between your hands. Set your hands right on top of your shoulders and then draw your shoulders to the floor. So your arms will stay straight, but pull that block close to your chest. Gently press into the block, getting some activation in your arms and shoulders. And then with your next inhale, slowly start to take your arms overhead, and exhale, lift your hands back up to the ceiling. Now, in a similar way as to when we were doing the legs, we want to try to hold the core still. So as your arms go back, tendency is going to be for the back to want to arch to make more room. Start practicing keeping the rib cage down as your arms go back, and then arms come up. If this hurts the shoulders, don't go so far. Just practice being able to move your periphery and stabilize your core. Let's do just one more. And then go ahead and place that block on its narrow setting in your inner thighs. Feel where your feet are, make them about block width apart. Take your hands down and press them along the edges of your mat. Press so that your arms are like a lever to help open your chest up. Okay? Feet stay rooted flat, all 10 toes, both heels. With your next inhale, go ahead and lift your hips up. And we'll just stay here for a few deep breaths. Keep those knees drawn in towards that block. Dig your heels in and pull your thighs away from your shoulders so you activate your hamstrings. Try to not put a lot of pressure in your neck. Hold a lot of support with your shoulders going into the floor. You should feel some nice warmth coming on through the backs of the legs. If this bothers your knees at all, if it hurts your back, slowly come down and just don't do this pose today. With your next exhale, we're gonna lead with the rib cage. So round your ribs down, exhale, roll your spine down one vertebra at a time, and inhale, come back to a neutral pelvis. Exhale, do that pelvic tilt to flatten your back and slowly peel yourself back up into your bridge pose. Keep your abs on so that you have a lot of support coming in through the core. Inhale to stay here. And exhale. Close the ribs, roll down one vertebra at a time. And inhale, come back to your neutral pelvis. We'll do this a couple more times. Exhale, tuck to that flat back and peel up one vertebra at a time. Keep the abs on as you take a deep breath. And exhale, peel it down one vertebra at a time. We'll do that once more. Neutral as you inhale. Exhale, imprint and peel yourself up. Inhale to stay there. And exhale. Bring yourself back down. Okay, relax for a second. Rock the head out, let tension out of your neck. Now, if that was feeling good, you can either stay there. If that was really challenging, don't add this next step yet. Option, go ahead and set your block aside and we'll add a little bit more onto that, okay? So go ahead and keep your nice neutral spine, but keep your abs on. When you lift your hips, pull them away from your shoulders. So again, you get your glutes and your hamstrings activated. Now you can again either stay there or stabilize, lift one leg up to tabletop. Slowly tap your bum down, both hips land at the same time, and then lift again. For 3, 2, 1 more. Return your foot to the floor, reset that level center. Okay, root the foot on the floor, other leg lifts to tabletop. If that made you all cattywampus, come back down and then just keep both feet on the floor until that builds support. Slowly tap both hips down and lift up for 3. Tap down, lift 2, tap down, lift 1. Slowly put your foot on the floor, lift everything, and then come back down. All right? Bring one leg up, hold behind your leg. Keep your bum on the floor and just stretch your legs straight up. Now, if this is in the morning, it's probably a little tighter and might feel somewhat impossible. It might be just perpetually tighter anyway. If this is feeling pretty good, maybe even take your other leg straight down too. Breathe deeply. It's okay for this to shake a little bit. Okay, go ahead and switch legs. Start with both knees bent. Hold behind the other leg. Keep your bum on the floor. Slowly reach your leg up. Other leg goes straight down. Several deep breaths. And then slowly bring it back up. All right. Go ahead and just flip all the way over onto your hands and knees. Knees wide, feet together, find child's pose. And then we'll transition through downward facing dog. Shake it out, let it feel good. Active shoulders. Take your feet as wide as the mat. Slowly walk your hands to your feet, let it hang for a second. And then bring your hands to your thighs. Long back, strong core. Stand all the way up. And you're ready for the day. If you have a little bit more time, sit with this for a little while. You could lay down on your back, spend some more time in child's pose. Maybe grab a cup of tea, light a candle, write in your journal, whatever feels good for you. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Please email me if you have any questions or had any problems or challenges, struggles with any of that, and I'd be happy to get more into it in future videos. Have a good one. Namaste.